Okay, people. Quick movie pickups. Back again. So I've been planning to do this one for... Wait, I just noticed something has fallen down from my wall. I'm just gonna put that up. It's a Haiban Renmei postcard from the Blu-ray. So let's just put that back. Okay. Maybe it will stay up for a while. Wow, a lot of these are falling down. Why are all of them falling down at the same time? Do you guys know if dry air makes, heftmassa, Does it make it stick less? Because right now a lot of them are like not sticking. So I wonder, is it because it's dry in the air? Wait, there's another one. Holy frick, guys. So this one is from the movie, what's it called? Focus, right? Yeah, also fell down. Let's put that up. We don't want stuff falling down. Maybe I should put more heftmassa or just, I don't know, humidify my room. Anyway, first, before any movies, Nier Automata, which I actually borrowed from my friend Max. And I borrowed it for so long that he just bought his own copy so that this automatically became my Christmas present. Thank you, Max. I appreciate it. Also appreciate when you gave me Gravity Rush. I'm always grateful, bro. Anyway, movies. So I ordered a lot of this stuff in December. Most of it, yeah, all of it, I think. But the last package, this big one, came yesterday, so I haven't been able to do my stuff. Another Christmas present is this film, To Sleep So As to Dream, I think is the English title. Japanese movie. It's like homage to silent films. It's a very beautiful, pretty film, very charming, just very wholesome and good. Big thumbs up, and it has a flippable cover, so yeah, the normal one looks like this. And I liked this Japanese one more, so I flipped it to that. And I watched it, it's good, yeah. Time Traveler, The Girl That Through Time, and Tokyo Decadence. I found these at a second-hand shop. So this is the 2010 sequel to the 1983 film adaptation of the short story or novel, I'm not sure, of the same name. The most famous version is the anime version from 2006 by Mamoru Hosoda, and actually that one stars the same actor as this one, so that's pretty cool, but I don't think they're connected beyond that. Anyway, I watched it, and it's like, in terms of filmmaking, it's not that special. It's like kind of mid, but I actually really enjoyed this movie because I thought the romance was very, very believable and touching. I actually... Yeah, thumbs up to this movie. I think it fits along those other two well-known versions, pretty much. Tokyo Decadence is a classic goon flick, directed by Ryu Murakami, who also wrote the novel this is based on, Topaz. And is that how you pronounce it? Topaz? T-O-P-A-Z, or Z, depending on where you live. Anyway, so yeah... This is actually based on the novel that's the predecessor to the novel that Love and Pop by Hideaki Anno is based on. So that's interesting. This is a French DVD with French subtitles and English dub. So there's no Japanese with English subtitles. So I guess I will maybe first watch it with the English dub because it sounds funny, and then with just pure Japanese without subtitles because... it's a good training. Okay, so now we have the main stuff. Let's start with what's right behind me and not inside the box. So, actually, let's start with this one since I already opened it. Female Prisoner Scorpion, box set from Arrow Entertainment, or Arrow Video seems to be their name. Anyways, 4 films. And we have this beautiful box. And inside we have 4 Blu-ray cases. And let's take a look at them. So, first film Yep. And second one, third, which is also, you know, the cover of the box, and fourth. And to be honest, I don't really like any of these ones that much. I've never really... I think a lot of like boutique Blu-ray custom art is not that good. I mean, it's like fine art, but I think it very rarely matches the style and feel of the actual films. Like, it feels too modern and too... I don't know how to describe it, but I don't really like it. I prefer a more vintage feel for more vintage films. So anyway, what's great here is that all of these actually have flippable covers containing the original poster art. So I'm gonna actually pause here and flip them all. Okay, I flipped them all. And you can see they are all in like different base colors. We have red, green, yellow, and blue. So it looks very good together and overall cool. Anyway, I watched the first film of this already. And obviously the reason I got into this is because of Love Exposure, where one of the characters dresses up as the main character from this, and it's like a big aspect of the plot. And I watched the first film, and it's like very beautifully shot, great cinematography and all that. Not a super good movie, but still you know, worth a watch for some atmosphere, and also very good music. And I've heard the second one is actually better than the first, so I'll check out the rest and see what's up. Anyway, next we have Of Flesh and Blood, which is a BFI box set of 4 of the best films by Hirokazu Koreeda. And I don't know, my friend Bob already has this box set, and I've borrowed it from him in the past and watched all these movies from there. And I've always wanted to get this box set because all 4 of these films are really good. And actually 2 of them I would be considered to be even masterpieces, like 10 out of 10, and I do not give those out lightly. So we have his first film, Maboroshi, his second film, Afterlife, and then we have, I believe, his 4th film, Nobody Knows, and a few years later, Still Walking, which is also one of his most beloved. My favorite here is my favorites here are Afterlife and Nobody Knows. Especially Nobody Knows is my favorite film from Koreeda, and I believe actually that one is not available as a separate Blu-ray. So yeah, this box set comes in saving me. I remember the last one actually had 4 very thin, you know, Blu-ray cases in the box, but this one is instead one thick one. So let's see what we have. Yeah, it's very basic. 4 discs, nothing else. No booklet, no artwork. But you know what? It's fine. When you have movies this good and you can make those available in a nice little box, it's I'm all for it. So that's that. Next we have 2 things that go great together. Gamera Showa era and Gamera Heisei era. And look, if you put them together, you can get this full artwork of Gamera, combining his Showa design and his cooler, more edgy Heisei design. So let's start chronologically by opening the Showa box set. So Gamera, for those who don't know, is like it started off as like a Godzilla ripoff, like basically just to make money, a more child-friendly Godzilla. And my understanding is that these Showa era films are not that good. Like, I don't think any of them is considered like great or anything. But I did watch the first 3 from the Heisei era, and those are really, really good. So I got curious. So let's just get these 4 cases out. But it's not just 4 films, as you can see here. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 films, so I guess 2 per box. Actually, no. First one is only the first movie, Gamera Giant Monster. And I've heard also this box set has a lot of extra material. And oh, look here, flippable cover for featuring the original Japanese poster. All right. Next up is wow. All my posters fell down. I mean, postcards from my wall. At least one of them did. I need more stuff. Anyway, Gamera versus Barugon and Gamera versus Gyaos, and I can't really talk about these Showa films since I haven't seen them, but yeah. So this one does kind of it like splits the cover and shows two of the posters, kind of like this cover does. So yeah, also uses that old poster style. And actually does it in a kind of smart way by having them like circle around each other, if you can see. And the next one should be Gamera versus Virus and Guiron. I'm not sure how to pronounce these names at all. And of course this one also has oh, that's a disc in the floor. Oops. Also has the split original poster. Well, the disc seems fine, and Blu-rays are very durable, so no problem here. Final one. Gamera versus Jiger, Zigra, and Super Monster, which I've heard very funny things about. And yeah, same thing again. You can see. I'm not gonna flip around all of these, it takes too much time, but it's a very pretty box set, and it's very good, I think, that they can collect all these films in the one box, or I guess two boxes. So let's go into the second one. So I already had the first three films here on Blu-ray. American Blu-ray release, like the first. I'm really clumsy today, I'm sorry. I had one with the first two movies and one with the third. And I watched all of those and I really liked them, and especially loved the third one a lot. But then I actually gave them to Bob for Christmas. So yeah, I ordered this and then I thought, yeah, I just give those ones to Bob because he has them on his watch list and I want him to see them because they're very good. So yeah, now they're replaced. That's good. Guardian of the Universe, solid film, and of course we have the original poster here as well on the inside. I'm glad that Arrow does that for a lot of their films because, as I said, I don't really love a lot of their artworks. Actually, I think these ones for the Gamera films are like decent. I kind of like these actually. But yeah, let's continue. Gamera 2, Attack of Legion, which is even better than the first one. Dun, dun, dun. Gamera 2. And Gamera 3, which is so good. And has another funny, cheesy poster art on the inside. And finally, the to this day newest Gamera film from 2005, I believe. Yes, no, 2006, 20 years ago. So Gamera the Brave, which is like a return to form by being like more child-friendly like the Showa films and not super serious and edgy like the first three in the Heisei era. So yeah, I've heard this one is also pretty good. And I think, yeah, on this inside poster you can see it's like a big focus on children, you know, because Gamera is the hero of all children or something like that. All right, so that's the first pile, and now we have to get inside this huge box from all the anime online site from distributor Anime Limited. This one I ordered like in 10th of December and it arrived now, like actually 2 months later, and there's actually Christmas presents in here, so it's actually kind of messed up. But you know, I understand that they cannot do more than they can do, and it's like shipping from the UK can be quite tricky. I understand. So yeah. Anyway, as I said, I have Christmas presents in here, but I don't think I will actually hide them because if you are one of the people who will receive them and you're watching this, then you know, it's already been so long past Christmas. I don't have any plans to make you wait longer than necessary. But I actually don't think any of you are watching this, so whatever, you know. Okay, anyway, we're inside. Let's dig. Okay, tightly packed together. 2 stacks, it looks like. Let's see. Yes, looks about right. Is that all? Jajamän. And that's the receipt. Yes, that's that. So let's start with this one, where we have 2 films and 1 series. So as I told you before, I had borrowed Nier Automata from my friend Max, and he just gave me the copy I had borrowed from him, and he bought a new one. So I actually did the same to him because he's currently borrowing my copy of great anime, the Tatami Galaxy, and he's had it for quite some time. So I just ordered another copy because I love this series so much, and I want to rewatch it. Like, definitely one of my favorite anime of all time. I've showed it here before on the show several years ago, so I will actually not even open it right now. Second, we have Penguin Highway, which is actually based on a novel by the same author as Tatami Galaxy. What's his name? Tomihiko Morimi? Tomihiko Morimi, yes, it says that here. And I think this one has like a insert song by some artist I like. I remember I found that on Rate Your Music. I might be remembering wrong, but I think so. Yeah. And I've heard this movie is pretty solid, pretty funny, but it doesn't really come up that often in conversation anymore. You know, it's been a while since it came out. And unlike Tatami Galaxy and the 90s short Volcon Girl, this one is not directed by Masaaki Yuasa, so it doesn't have that, you know, name recognition to the same degree. Let's rip this stuff. Okay, here we have it. Yeah, very basic, most of the releases are, but they were actually kind enough to supply us with a flippable cover, which is cooler. It has more stuff going on. Let's flip it around right now. Oh yeah. Wow. I'm bad at this. Okay. So yeah, I think that this flippable one is actually the original theatrical poster. And isn't it very colorful and fun? And yeah, nothing else going on in here. Just a disc, you know. So let's move on. Final one in this stack is, let's see. Is it DVD and Blu-ray? Yes, it's DVD and Blu-ray, like double pack. It's like collector's edition of Looking for Magical Doremi. And if you are the one who will get this as a very late Christmas present, I think you know who you are because you do like this franchise very much. I have not seen this, but I hope you'll enjoy it. Yes. Next, we have yet another stack of 3. And we have another Yuasa work, Inu-Oh, which is one of my favorite films from him. And I think one that, I don't know, I just, it's really special, I think, because of course there are a lot of, you know, how to describe it? It's a musical, basically. It's like a samurai musical, but it really takes a big focus on the music. Like you have musical numbers here going on for like 6, 7, 13 minutes. It's like very long musical performances. And the first half is just like the build-up of the story, and then the second half is like almost non-stop musical performances. And I think that's really cool. And also, great casting in here is that one of the characters is played by Avu-chan, the singer from Queen Bee, the band. And their voice is incredible. Like, great for the acting, sure, but for the singing, insane. One of the most impressive singers out of Japan, I think. Anyway, we have like, not really a flippable cover, more like just some inside art with the Chinese symbols here saying Inuo, which means the Dog King. And yeah, this is a wonderful movie. I look forward to rewatching it. I haven't seen it in years, actually. And we have another Christmas present, Junkhead. And this is a film I watched. It's stop motion animated, and large parts of it are made by just one person. It's a very, very impressive film. It looks great. It has very cool world building. Very unique and very, weird film. And it actually got a sequel last year, or maybe a prequel, I think, that's even more ambitious. But yeah, I thought this was just a very great, how to describe it? Auteur work. Very cool movie. And finally, we have something that I've been wanting to own for so long, which is Die Buster, one of my favorite anime, which is the sort of sequel to Gunbuster, which I also love. And Gunbuster is directed by Hideaki Anno, my favorite director pretty much, and this is directed by Kazuya Tsurumaki, also one of my favorite directors who made Fooly Cooly, and also did a lot of Evangelion stuff. So let's open this very pretty box up. The artwork is actually the same as the what's it called? The Japanese Blu-ray, which I've been looking at both times I've been in Japan, but I've just held off on buying it because, I don't know. I was waiting, I guess, for something like this to release, and last year it finally did. So now there's a very good Blu-ray release of this beautiful anime, which I think is one of... So removing this paper, look at this art wrapping all the way around. Very cool. And yeah, I think this is one of the earliest anime ever to kind of nail the modern anime aesthetic. It doesn't look like a new show, but it looks quite modern in a way. It uses digital effects to great effect, and it's a great animation. Very cool, very, very cool. Anyway, art by Yoshiaki Sadamoto all around here. And look at this. We have some very, very pretty art cards, also by him. And I guess these will go up on the wall and subsequently fall down because they don't stick properly. Oh, that's cute. This series also has some very good music for what it's worth. And we have a booklet here. We have some writing here by Jonathan Clements, who I don't know who that is, but I should read this because this anime deserves to be talked about. More art and more talk, of course, and more art as well. Wow. And then inside here we have, look at this. Another artwork and a very fancy, clean Blu-ray here. Hell yeah. So looking inside, it looks like it has a flippable cover even. And yet another artwork for the disc. So lots of art. And the inside art is just the mechs. And I'm totally not interested in that. So I will not even bother flipping this. The first one is great. So yeah, this is that's all for today. It took some time, but look at how much stuff there is. Can you forgive me? Anyway, see you in the next one. Goodbye.